Welcome. In front of me is a ULEFONE Armor 21, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top right side of the screen, like so, which will bring down your toggles. Now, one of those toggles should be a hotspot one. So let's see how long it takes me to find it. It looks like it's not added by default. So we will need to do that ourselves by clicking right here on this pencil. And then scroll down below right here. This is a list of toggles that are not added to our initial list right there. And we can add them additionally. So I can already see hotspot is right over here. So what you will want to do once you find your hotspot is start holding it, and you'll see that the text right here will change. There we go. So when it changes, you can just drag it above that text, drop it, go back, and this toggle should be added somewhere in the list now. So once you see it in here, I recommend holding it once more, and this will now take you to the settings. Now, reason for that, in settings you will find hotspot password, and by clicking on it you can see we have some randomly generated garbage password. Now this one actually is not as awful as they usually are, but still, random mess of letters and numbers not my favorite ways of popping in a password in, so I'm gonna get rid of it and then set up my own new password, which will need to have at least 8 characters in length. Now characters means letters, numbers, it's not really specific. So once you have that going, you can tap on OK to confirm it. And one thing, if your password is too short, you can see that the OK is grayed out. So we changed our password. Additionally, under compatibility and speed, we have two options, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Now, typically, people will probably want to choose the higher number, but I do want to kind of talk about this a little bit, explain it if you don't know what it is. If you know, you probably can skip this as there won't be much info for you in here. But generally, I will recommend sticking with the 2.4 if you don't know what this is, as the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi basically makes it compatible with any device that is Wi-Fi, supports Wi-Fi. So as long as the device can connect to any kind of network, it can connect to this one. Now, that is not the case with the 5 gigahertz. Your device might support connection through Wi-Fi, but it can just maybe support the 2.4, as it could be an older device, but not the 5, which is a newer technology. So if the device doesn't support the newer one, it just straight up won't see it if you select this option. So we have some quick descriptions right here. So 2.4 is the slower speed compatible with most devices. I would say all devices as long as they are Wi-Fi capable. And the 5 gigahertz is faster speed compatible with many devices. That's a bit of an iffy statement, but okay. Now, the reason I primarily would recommend selecting the 2.4 is not only the compatibility, but the fact that the 5 gigahertz network right here on mobile network is not going to be anything like that you're going to be able to use. Mobile network is already kind of slow. For at least, I think, most of us. I'm pretty sure my network is not anything to scoff at when it comes onto mobile network, but I'm still at like only 30 megabits per second on my device, while home network is like 600. So a little bit of a discrepancy between those. Now, obviously, with something like 30 megabits per second, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi will get you through no problem. You don't need anything more. So the speed kind of portion of this is going straight out the window. Another thing that you would have that, again, doesn't really matter for hotspot is how many devices can be connected to this hotspot at a given moment. Now, I believe this is still kind of limited by the device itself, but normally 5 gigahertz can support way more connections than the 2.4. So that's another thing. And one that will matter, depending on where you live, will be the fact that 5 gigahertz network is actually a little bit better when there is a hell of a lot of signals all around you. So if you live in a very densely populated area, maybe something like New York City, you might experience problems with the 2.4 gigahertz network, as the more devices there are that use this specific frequency, the more your device will struggle to maintain connection to the other device and basically broadcast it. It's basically like if you imagine a street that is just has a traffic on it, and not really, most cars aren't going anywhere. They're just stuck there, and it just, hard to get through, right? So this could kind of be similar. While 5 gigahertz is comparable to like a highway at this point. So it allows you to accommodate way more devices at a given moment at a faster speed, and so yeah, it's just better for that. But typically, I'm pretty sure most of us don't have these kind of problems of, not having, living in this kind of densely populated area that this would matter. So I'll be sticking with the 2.4. And one last option that I want to talk about, and here's the turn off hotspot automatically, which is enabled by default, and it will basically disable your hotspot when no devices are connected to it. So as an example, if you're using a laptop connecting to this hotspot with, and you're just browsing, you stop browsing, but the computer is still on and you're doing whatever else, maybe listening to music or anything like that, this device, specifically the hotspot on it, will continue to be enabled. But the moment you, for instance, close the lid of your laptop and the laptop goes to sleep, your phone would start, I believe, like a 5-second countdown, or a 5-minute countdown, and then after that it will turn itself off to basically preserve battery life. It's a great feature. I do recommend keeping it on, as hotspot does consume more of your phone's battery. So once you're done using it, it's pretty nice that it turns itself off. So anyway, once everything is set up, we can close this, find the toggle once more, and this time around you just simply tap on it to turn it on whenever you want to use it. And that's about it. Now, you can also turn it off yourself without needing for automatic turn off to kick in by just tapping on the toggle for the second time. So, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.